Hey, what's up guys, Regular Knight over here. Now for today's video, I'd like to discuss my own story version of Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
The scene sets in another universe in the unknown region. The place was otherworldly and mysterious, floating objects all around at a distance, light at the center. At the center, there was a big platform base moving around in rotation, with an ancient glowing book held. The scene shifts when two people start to run for their lives, racing to the platform. Defender Strange of a different universe and the young girl America Chavez ran for dear life, away from a swarm of big-sized alien-like bugs. They're charging with long, sharp arms and claws. Extra two arms with long crab-like claws but cybernetic. Their dragon wings flapped with speed and force as they chased down at the two runaways. Insectoids. These ugly-looking creatures had no eyes, but were able to see clearly. They came down, charging at the sorcerer first. Defender Strange turns around to face the enemy briefly. He pulls his hand out and casts a freezing spell to slow them down. The insectoids charge in but get frozen from the spell. Strange sees that his spell have worked, but of course he knew it wouldn't last long. He turned around to run. Following up with America Chavez. America asks Strange if he got them. Las mataste, which means did you kill them? Strange replies with a no, solo los ralentizo, meaning he only slowed them down. The insectoids start to break out of the ice, and as they tried to break out, more on the way start to arrive at the scene, coming in like a swarm of beehives. Strange turns to look behind him. Releasing there's more coming. He responds with, run faster. There's more of them on the way. Strange and Chavez start to run faster to get to the platform. But as they finally reach to the platform, the insectoids went ahead of them and tries to attack them from all sides, giving them a clear disadvantage. Strange forms a barrier shield and tries to hold on. The bugs tried to push through but couldn't. America Chavez asks Strange, what do we do now? The sorcerer tries to hold the shield up. However, unfortunately for the sorcerer, these insectoids keep coming, overwhelming the powers of the sorcerer. Strange then replies, I can't hold this up forever. On my mark, when I say run, we run. Okay? The girl nods her head. Understanding the plan of the situation, she gets ready. Strange then focuses his energy of his power to unleash a burst. Some of the insectoids came through and tries to strike at Strange. However, fortunately, the sorcerer bursts out a big enough blast to erase many of the insectoids.
Strange tells Chavez, run! They both ran as quickly as they can. They almost reached to the mysterious object held up, the Book of Vishanti, a powerful ancient grimoire containing infinite white magic spells. Chavez began to speak. Look, there it is! The Book of Vishanti, but as she says this, a giant long insectoid rises and tries to stop the two from reaching the book, roars at the two targets. Strange wasn't intimidated by the hideous creature and tries to defend himself by using his magic to use some of the rocks floating around to cover the creature. Strange tries to hold it down with his magic in one hand, but the creature's tail stabs the sorcerer by the right leg. Strange's right leg was bleeding a bit and badly hurt, but he tries to hold it off and uses a bit of a healing spell with one hand, but doesn't have enough energy to heal it fully. Chavez was shocked and worried for the sorcerer after that strike. She wishes she could do something to help, but she couldn't and just watches for whatever comes next and hope for the best. The creature was getting angry and was starting to breaking out. Strange realizes something in his mind, that there might be no other choice in this scenario. His thoughts is running through his mind and having mixed feelings about the decision he's about to make, that he will regret forever and break his heart. He sighs himself, then he turns his head around to look at America Chavez and tells her, I'm so sorry, but this is the only way. He reaches his right hand out and starts to take her powers away from her, but by doing so it'll kill her, for her powers is her life force. By taking her powers away, America Chavez would die. She yells out, what are you doing? The sorcerer replies, I can't let him take your power. You can't control it. But I can. America Chavez begs for Strange, for mercy, and her heart feeling a mix of betrayal and confusion on the problem. She asks him, but we're friends? You're killing me, Strange. Strange feeling the pain of sadness through Chavez's eyes and knows that this was wrong, but there was no other way to get out of this. He replied to her, I know, but in the grand calculus of the multiverse, your sacrifice... As Strange was about to finish his sentence to America Chavez, he gets stabbed by the creature, and the monster finally gets released as it roars loudly. Chavez falls down on the ground and in total shock on her face, seeing her once friend now gone. All alone now, America Chavez sees the book from afar and tries to take the opportunity to run as fast as she can to get to the book of Vishanti. But as America Chavez almost makes it, a being makes it out of the portal from behind in the far distance. A green-purple male being flies in the air alone, his green wings spread and flaps as he flies at high speed to go after the girl. He holds his double-bladed electric cosmic staff, his jaws open wide in rage and eyes glow of yellow as yellow hot steams coming from his eyes. His hand tightens to make a fist as furious on what is going on here. The unknown figure speaks from afar behind. "Mortals, my master has need of you two." Once he lands down on the platform, he folds his wings and stands up as he stabs his staff on the ground, and he laughs at Strange's corpse. Noticing that the sorcerer is now no more, and the girl is all alone now, he replies, "Meet your maker, young girl, for no one can't escape the annihilation." Chavez looks horrified to see the mysterious figure, but as she tries to continue running, the monster grabs the girl by the arms and legs. America Chavez was terrified and having a mix of rage by the problem as the monster roars at her face. The mysterious figure walks forward to go get Chavez, but Strange, now lying on the floor but not dead yet, tries to the last good thing he could do. America Chavez screams out in rage as her eyes glow bright blue. Once then, a huge bright star-shaped multiversal portal behind her. Strange throws magical discs at the monster's limbs and cuts them off, releasing America Chavez to go through the portal. The portal starts to pull things into it, and Strange's body goes through it. As the things get sucked into the portal, Strange wakes up from his dream in bed, horrified and tired, but couldn't tell what to feeling entirely, but just feel exhausted, like, or a bad dream, or maybe, just maybe, it was something else.